Hey, what up guys, Jurassic Man here, and today we are finally going to do a review of the new and improved Jurassic World from Mattel and its newest edition, possibly one of the best in the entire line they made. The top 5, I'm just going to say right there, top 5 best figure in Mattel's toy line. The super posable Indoraptor. Now many of you have been so excited ever since I seen this in Toy Fair, ever since the leaks. This guy is one extraordinary figure. Now if you remember the first leak that came with the gyrosphere and the mosasaur in that picture, you can see that the Indoraptor looked a bit different from that screenshot, but over time when more images came, such as the Toy Fair and people doing small reviews of it, it just blown many people's away. When I first saw it, I thought it had 21 point of articulation, but over time I noticed that there's not that much. And before I start counting to tell you, I just want to say I'm gonna do all that when I start reviewing the figure, but right now I just want to showcase that I finally got this guy. And so long it has been that we got an actual proper good toy for any Jurassic Park toy, doesn't matter, for the past, I'm gonna say 18 years or so. Either way, let's start this review. Now before we get to the figure, I want to go focus on the box itself. Now the box comes in this cage like style. It's elongated from the top, and as you can see, it's a different background than the original boxes that we saw. As we saw from the Baryonyx and from the Dimorphodon, it had a volcano in the background of the island. However, this one is set in the forest with a blue night background with rain coming down. This indicates us that this is locked manner. As you can see, there's the Indoraptor in the bottom, Owen in blue, the new Jurassic World logo. Even though it doesn't say Fallen Kingdom, this is the crack mark look of it. Now if you look at the side, there is the Jurassic World logo again. On the other side, Jurassic World logo and a bit more look of this cage with the blue forest background with the rain. And on the back of the box, you can see there is a lot more to it, such as how it tells you the movie authentic posability. And you can see 2 examples of the pose. And then at the bottom of the picture, you can see I'm guessing this is part of the story pack, because it has the story pack Owen and story pack Claire. And then the bottom is just a simple Mattel stuff. It's the barcode and an assembly kit on how to assemble it, which is just basic. Yeah, and that's that. I don't know if you can see it, but there's the barcode right there. If you can see it, there's a number there. You can probably use it. If not, I guess you can find it somewhere else. But either way, that's a look at the box. And the box itself is just fantastic. Nice packaging design. A little problem with it was that the arms were easy to take off. And something I noticed about these new Jurassic World figures is that you have to cut them out in certain parts. Some of it is soft rubber band where you can just easily pull them out. Other times you could just take off the tape in the back or unscrew it. But most of the time you have to cut it because it's one of those tweezers, whatever you call them, that you can't really remove it unless you either break it off from the cardboard or cut it. So that's a bit of a disappointment. But either way, let's get right to the figure. Alright, so the figure itself, it's very extraordinary, and as you saw earlier, it was in a dynamic pose. This guy has a numerous amount of points of articulation, probably one of the few new Jurassic World dinosaurs that has this much articulations, other than its fall release, which I will send a picture right here of the fall version that will come out after the movie. So let's get right to it. Now the points of articulations are very interesting. It has 2 in the hips, 2 in the knee, 2 in the ankles. There's no finger or joints down here or toe ankle, which I originally saw. There is a tail articulation. There's one here and one right here where you would connect. Both of them can go up and down, left and right, and basically is a ball motion. However, you can turn them the tail all the way around upside down like most figures, but that's good because why would you want to do that? You know, flip the tail upside down. Same thing as here, although this one is removable. I have removed this because I was gonna put it in a box and take it out, but now it's a little loose. In fact, before I start this, let me say I played this guy so many times that a lot of his ball joints are loose. So if you think that this guy has loose joints, he does not. I just pulled him so many times, and he's very playable. Anyways, like I said before, there are 6 here, 7, 8 points of articulation in the back side, and in front you got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of articulation in the arms. The arms can move up that far, and they could go 360 if you put them in a certain angle. Same thing with the elbow. The elbow could bend that far back and this far forward. Both arms are a little different, as you can see it right here in the front. If you push them together inwards from the elbow, you can see a slight curve difference, as you can see right there, that this arm goes in forward than this one. And then we have wrist articulation, which is you can swivel all the way around. They go up and down due to these hinges on his arms and hands. Basically, it's mostly hinges and swivels and ball joints around the area. And speaking of ball joints, there's a ball joint at the base of the neck. There's a ball joint at the head, which can swivel all the way around and go up this far and this far down. Basically, he has a few limited points of how he looks. And then you got the jaw, which itself can push all the way this far down. Not the 90 degrees that the Indominus had, but it's alright for a figure like this. I mean, for $20, this guy is pretty good and pretty okay for a $20 toy. Now, let's look at details. As you can see from the lighting, let's focus. It has this nice scaly skin, looks very textured. Its texture is all throughout the body with these overlapping scales on the top of the body. These quills up here, which are softer plastic or rubber. And it has this nice textury feel. Now the arms have these little quills on the side underneath, just like the Indominus. But it also has quills up here on the head, just like the Indominus, but also like the JP3 male raptors. And has the red eye with the coloration of red continuing on both sides. And basically this figure has this nice dark black coloration, but has this gloss over, because if it didn't have the gloss, you couldn't see the detail in low light. But with this gloss, it does make the dinosaur look reflective. Maybe the Indominus did, maybe this Indoraptor has reflective skin in a bit. Who knows, it's the same as the Indominus, but smaller and in raptor scale and size. But either way, maybe it'll change color, maybe or not. And it has this nice golden streak throughout his body down that ends right here, which is a little disappointing. I really wish it'd go down here to the tip of the tail or not. But either way, this guy only has 3 basic colors. It has this yellow, this black, and the red. Now the eye itself, it's really cool and nicely painted. And this reflects on both sides, as you can see here. The eye is nicely colored, the teeth are nicely colored. The mouth is nicely colored. But the only part that's colored are the little stretch marks on the side of the mouth and the tongue. The rest of the mouth is this black coloration, which I kind of wish they painted, but it's a little minor nitpick. Maybe it does have black, who knows, we don't know. It's just a toy, a $20 toy to be exact. But as you can see, there are no screw holes, which is a major plus in Mattel's side. But either way, this guy has nice texturing and detail, nice colorations, and nice joints and pivots. Forgot to mention, the legs pivot forward this far and this back. And this is a scannable code. I don't know if you could scan that from there. I would try, but I wouldn't, because the scannable part is probably the collective feature on these new Mattel toys. So if I were you, I would not scan them on your own. In fact, I would actually encourage you to buy them on your own instead of looking for some online, because I think that's the collective market, and if we want to support Mattel, we gotta buy these toys. It doesn't care if it's duplicates or not, just buy them if you have the chance or not. Maybe you can army build on certain characters or certain dinosaurs. Maybe not characters, but dinosaurs. You can make herds, you can make groups, all sorts of stuff. Just buy the toy to support Mattel. That's a little warning there. Actually not a warning, but you know what I'm saying. So, as further ado, let's get right into comparison. Here's a comparison with the original Jurassic Park Velociraptor, and as you can see, this guy is very huge. Now, I've seen some reviews and pictures compare this to the new blue, and the blue is slightly, I'm gonna guess the top of the hip is right here on the top of the leg. So you can tell that either way, the Velociraptor is still smaller than the Indoraptor, which is pretty cool, and I really want to see how that fight thing goes. And here's a comparison with the 4-inch scale Alan Grant and the 3.75 scale Cassian. And you can see the scaling, it's a bit different and a bit off, but I'm guessing that this is more scale to this, so it's alright and it's still good. So I can't wait to get the other figures for this line, otherwise, so I can have better comparison than just this Star Wars one. And here's a comparison of the recent reviewed Dimorphodon, and as you can see, it is, I guess, pretty in scale. The Dimorphodon is mostly in scale with these size figures. So as you can see, it's alright scaling, but you know what? This could make a perfect treat for the Indoraptor, as they could jump up the air, make like little pictures of the Indoraptor jumping up in the air and grabbing the Dimorphodon and killing them in their one bite, and then grabbing another one, because you know, they don't kill for food, they kill for sport. And this probably implies to the Indoraptor. And here's a comparison with the original Jurassic Park's Triceratops. And let's scoot this back a bit. And as you can see, the scaling on this is pretty huge. I don't have the other Triceratops, but when I do, I'll scale that with a picture. I'll post it on Instagram so you guys can see. But either way, this Triceratops could be a perfect kill for the Indoraptor. I mean, like I said, they kill for sport, so that could apply with the Indoraptor. But either way, it's nice scaling. And here's scale with the Baryonyx. And as you can see, I'm not sure how much this scales up very well. For the 3.7-inch figures, the Baryonyx scales very nicely, but the Indoraptor is so huge. We gotta see when the movie comes out to see how actual huge this Indoraptor is, because I don't think we even have an actual size for this. But the scaling rise for movies, I'm gonna say it's there, on point, but not sure. We'll have to see. And here's some scaling with the original Jurassic Park T-Rex, or Rexy for many people, or the Red Rex for other people. But either way, this is the scaling for both of them if you wanted to know, or you saw in my Instagram post. Either way, the scaling is pretty cool, and they're very play compatible, and that's just awesome right there in my own books. And of course, we can't have a scale with the Indoraptor with its previous counterpart, the Indominus. Now, I don't have the other one, that doesn't mean I didn't sell it or not, but I just have it in storage right now. But here's a comparison with the other Indominus, or the bigger one, the Rampage version. And as you can see, the scaling on this, I have no clue, because the Jurassic World toys from Hasbro were out of scale. So if this is accurate scaling for the actual Indominus, there it is. There it is. Life finds a way. There it is. I like my impersonation. Okay, I'll stop. So, as you may know, I would give this a score of 5 out of 5. A perfect score. Honestly, the only bad thing I could think about this figure should have is probably some bicep swivels and some angle joints. But overall, it's a good toy. It's a good figure, it's a good action figure, and it's a perfect piece in your Jurassic Park collection or Jurassic World collection. Hopefully, when the movie comes out, everyone will go crazy with the Indoraptor. Because honestly, the Indominus was somewhat, it looked like it needed some work, and this Indoraptor proves its masterpiece and what it can do. If this was really used in the military, oh my goodness, this thing could be a killer out there. So, I hope you guys liked this review. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.